100% mortgages. The more I've looked into it, the more I think this can really benefit a certain group of first-time buyers. Those that are paying high rent and therefore are struggling to save for their deposit. Let's go. So, I figured that if I could break down exactly how this works and help people understand the concept behind it and the pros and cons, so more people that are eligible can take advantage of this new scheme. Let's start with the deposit. I can confirm that you genuinely can use this scheme to buy a house with zero deposit. You will need to bear in mind that you will need some money for things like conveyancing and possible surveys, but other than that, it's by far one of the cheapest ways of getting on the property ladder. Now, the big question is, how much can I actually borrow with this scheme? The lender has got a really simple calculator to help work this out. So I've broken down a handful of figures for you to see. So if you're paying £750 a month rent at the moment, that means you can buy possibly up to a £139,000 house. £1,000 a month rent gets you a £186,000 house, and so on. Here are a few examples right up to if you were paying £2,000 a month, that could possibly land you with a property of £372,000. Now, it's not just the rent that allows you to borrow this amount. Your earnings will need to support this on their standard affordability calculation, which currently sits around 4.49 times your annual income for this scheme in particular. So if you're looking at the £1,500 of rent payments, to afford that £279,000 house, not only would you have to have been paying rent for 6 months at £1,500, but your income for the application would also need to be just over £62,000. All of the above is assuming that you're taking this out on a 35-year mortgage. Any less than this, the amount could reduce as it affects the monthly payments of the new mortgage. You also have to be 21 or older to apply for this scheme, and the products that they offer on this is a 5-year fixed rate of 5.49%. Compared to their other deals out there, it's really good considering you're putting down nothing for a deposit. If you're wanting to buy a house with someone else, you can do this, as long as the above criteria is met and you have been contributing to rent and household bills to support the fact that you can pay the new mortgage to the same amount. You don't have to have been living together either to qualify. All in all, if you're renting now and want to use this scheme, the chances are you're going to need to either move areas for a cheaper location or downsize to fit the numbers. But if you are paying high rent, this is a great way to get on the ladder with minimal cost. There are plenty of other details involved with mortgages which we'll be covering off in future videos, so make sure you follow the page for more mortgage content.